And we are live. How's it going, guys? Sup, fools, and welcome to my very first live stream in a very long time. Hope you're doing well. This year is just a little test if it actually gonna work, and checking the audio levels. I'm listening to the live stream right now. If it works, sounds good. Cool. Yeah, in this live stream today, I just want to see what's going on, if somebody's going to tune in. And we already have one guy here, Lofi Orb. Yo, yo, yo. What's poppin'? How's it going? Yeah, in today's live stream, I just want to play around with Blender, model, maybe something. I wanted to practice my modeling in Blender a little. If you have any suggestions what to model, just let me know, and I'm gonna do that. I have Blender open right now, and I'm gonna get started soon. But yeah, if you have any suggestions on what to do, what I should make, yeah, let me know. I've been great. Yesterday was 4th of July, and in case you guys are Americans, it's a great big holiday here. And so I invited a bunch of people. Most of the people were actually foreigners, which is funny, but yeah, I invited a bunch of people, had a little pool party at my house. It was great. Did you guys celebrate 4th of July? What did you do? I'm just gonna start making something while we're chatting here. I don't need my Miho for now. I'm gonna turn him off as usual. Let's start with a plane. What should I model? What should I do? You got impatient and went home. Is it that much better at home? There's nothing to do at home besides playing video games and, you know, other things. Yeah. Oh, by the way, while you're here, make sure to like the live stream so it gets recommended to other people to watch. So that always helps. No, but my party was great. There was lots of swimming. We played volleyball, and yeah, I had a drink in the pool. And Daniel, the stunt guy, he kicked me over. I was floating in one of those, floaty thingies in the pool, and he flipped me, and I spilled my expensive drink into the pool. That's it was very eventful, but lots of different people there, like industry people, lots of stuntmen. I did a backflip on concrete barefoot, and I hurt my feet, so that wasn't so great. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. What should I model? How about I'll try to make this thing, a little Rubik's cube. I'm gonna make a little Rubik's cube, because that's nice and simple. Because it's basically just cubes. But yeah, no, it was a very good day. We were just up for too long. In the end, we started watching like a movie. We watched The Black Phone because Daniel, he was a fight coordinator on The Black Phone, so and I helped him a little with that. And one of the actors, Brady, he was in town like 2 weeks ago, and we shot like two short films with him. So that's very exciting. We're gonna have like real celebrities in our on my channel soon. So that's awesome. I gotta start editing this thing soon. Otherwise, you know, it's never gonna get done. But not today. Today I'm making a Rubik's Cube. Yeah, so with an array, I'm going to make 3 cubes in a row. Cool. Okay, copy pasted this thing a few times. Now I have 9 cubes. I'm going to select them all. Copy again. Move it over here. Copy again. Move it over here. Just got to make sure the distance matches more or less. Cool. That's my Rubik's Cube. It's see, already getting pretty close here. But now the next step is I need to you know, give them materials and whatnot. And actually, let me I'm gonna make the instances real. So I'm gonna work with real objects here. I'm gonna join this thing so all of this is one object. So now I just have to check what the colors are. I'm gonna give this entire thing material. Let me actually set up a light so I actually can see. Asset browser, let's give it an HDRI. No, I like to do that, just whatever. At least I have some light here so I can look at it, see what it looks like. Cool. And this material is somewhat shiny, so I'm going to play with that. Specular, roughness down a little. Just a little metallic. Yeah, let's give it a clear coat. Just a little bit, you know. Little test. And hold on, I just have to turn down my phone here. Okay. Cool. So this is one material, but now when I go in my material settings here, I can give things another material because the one side has to, hold on, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna select one side. Okay, I'm gonna select one side. I'm gonna make this side white. I guess it is white already, so that was a waste of time. Now I'm gonna select this side. I'm gonna make this side green because from my perspective it's green on this side. So I'm gonna make a new material. Let's call it new. Let's call it green. a little darker than that. Now I'm gonna assign it. Now the side is green. It's not the perfect green yet. It's definitely darker. Cool. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this side. I can go in this view, make a new material, new. This one is going to be red. Base color, red. Assign. It's too orangey. Cool. I'm going to go to this side. This side here is going to be blue. Yeah, I wonder what it'd be like to animate this thing. I'm going to play around with that too, but later. First I need to give those things colors. New material, new. This one is blue. And assign. It's so weird that it looks so different here. It's more like a purple than a blue. Oh, that's as blue as it gets. That's probably the clear code. Let me see. It's not this metallic. Well, we'll never find out, I guess. Anyways, next side. Next side is orange, making new material. I know, very fascinating, but that's the thing. I don't model that often, so I need to practice these things and how to texture things. And so I wanted to take this opportunity while I test my live stream to practice a little, you know? Never hurts. Nice. Now the bottom. Let me hide my plane here. Let me adjust the camera. Cool, that's more comfortable. And the bottom side is yellow, so new material, call it yellow. And make it actually yellow. Assign. There it is. My own Rubik's Cube. Made it all by myself. I'm a little proud. Yeah, I wonder if I wanted to animate it because, you know, a Rubik's Cube goes in every direction. I wouldn't know how to do that. But instead of animating that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my plane back. And I don't know if you've seen my last tutorial about gravity and whatnot. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna have the cube fall into place. Super cinematic. It's gonna be awesome. Let me see what this looks like in the actual view. Whoopsie. Let me use this view because this is the weird camera. Pretty cool, right? I'm gonna give my ground also a material. Let's see. I'm not gonna make it myself. I'm gonna just use something textures. Something cool. Let's use brown leather. That'd be weird. Yeah, and whenever you guys drop in, just say hi so I know you guys are here. Let's do this one. Nice. Yeah, and now we have our little cube here. It's pretty cool, but now what I wanted to do is, just like in my last tutorial, I wanted to make it drop into frame, and then eventually it's going to land like this, and it's going to look all badass. Maybe a little camera movement. I'm going to set up my camera, 24. Let's look through the actual camera. This is going to be our view. Cool. That's what it's going to look like. Now, in case you haven't seen my tutorial, I'm going to break this down for you real quick. What we need to do, we need like two different rigid bodies. This here is going to be a active rigid body. My plane here is going to be a passive rigid body. Rigid body means this thing has physics. So if something has a rigid body, I'm going to make both objects a rigid body, then you'll see what's going to happen. I'm going to go on physics, on what is the rigid body, active. We're going to do the same thing with this, rigid body, active. Now when I play it, it's just going to fall out of frame. Obviously that's not what I want. That's why my plane here has to be a passive rigid body. So now nothing is going to happen because the cube is just in the ground. So I'm going to lift it off the ground, out of frame. I'm going to turn it a little. So now when it drops, it actually drops. Let's see what it looks like through the camera. Bang. Cool. And however it lands, this is where I'm going to position my my camera. Because this is the angle I want in the end. So yeah. So now when it drops like that, smack. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's see. Let's just play around. What else we can do with this thing? What would a Rubik's Cube never do? Let's see. Want to give it a soft body, maybe. Let's see what that does. Nothing so far. Well, it's flying a little. Did I apply the scale of this thing? Scale. Let's do it again. Well, something is happening, that's for sure. Let's do this a box here. Nice. Interesting. Objects, friction, simulation, speed, cache. Interesting. Let's turn off our rigid body for now and see what happens. Yeah, I'm just playing around here. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. Okay, that just falls. Let's make this a collision. Interesting. Basically lost some faces. Huh, funny. Yeah, with the soft body you can do lots of interesting things. Like you can make a pillow, for example, or blankets or anything soft. And I always wanted to try to animate a guy to blow up as a balloon, and that you would do with a soft body. Just don't understand why it's just falling through. It shouldn't. Maybe you do need the rigid body passive one, and this has to be rigid body active. Just interesting that it just falls through. Let me give this a little thickness. You can do that with like a modifier. I'm using that all of the time. Solidify. Let's put that first. That just makes it thicker, but it doesn't do much. Let's see what else we can do in those settings here. Soft body, friction, mass, control. Let's turn this back on. Let's turn edges off. Self collision, let me see what that does. Nothing. Rigid body. Let's turn this off again. So now it's just flying up there. It's so interesting. So it's so soft that it just becomes flat when it goes through. It's just fake. Now sometimes you need to bake those simulations just to be aware of what is actually going to look like in the end. But yeah, it's good times. It's a lot of fun to play around with those things. Yeah. when it comes to like Blender, you have to have a lot of patience because there's lots of waiting. And then after you waited for that long, you don't even know what you get, you know. So as a VFX artist, you have to have a lot of patience. Yeah, that's all I baked. Just great. Delete all bakes. I don't need that. You just turn on the friction, turn it up a little. I don't know what that is. But that's the fun of it. You know, you can play with everything. That right now is... The interesting thing is when I make this passive rigid body instead of collision, to be honest, I don't really know what the difference is of that. Because a passive rigid body is technically a collision. Let's see what else can we do here. Use goal. That means define forces for vertices to stick to animated position. Settings. Stiffness. Damping. Mm-hmm. No, it's not doing nothing anymore. That's so interesting. Rigid body. It falls again. This here is just a collision. Let's make it a passive rigid body again. Interesting, interesting. I think I have to set the origin. No? Huh. In edit mode, it's normal. Oh, I guess it was just a bug. Okay, cool. I wanted to see something here. All messages. But what I really want is that it's getting a little wobbly and stuff. Pull, push, damping. Really, I would need to look up a tutorial on how to do that bending. Let's make it bendy. Is that what I want? Doesn't do nothing. Friction. Friction shouldn't be it. Mass, no, no. So much fun. No, but it is confusing, you know, spring. Yeah, I just go back and forth with turning the rigid body on and off to see if it makes a difference. I saw it in some tutorial, how you actually do that. Now it's just falling through again. Which one is it? One of those three makes it fall through. Okay, it's goal. I'm gonna keep goal on. Turn them all on and see what happens. Nothing. Awesome. Aerodynamics. Simple. Lift force. Factors. See what that does. Nothing. Awesome. Cool. Anyways, let's remove this. I don't need no soft body because I'm all hard always. Okay, let's watch it through the actual camera. Okay, I'm gonna remove our background, and I'm actually gonna, let me adjust the angle like this. It's pretty cool. And okay, I'm gonna remove my HDRI because I want to set my own lighting. So get rid of this thing. I don't have any lights in here yet. Okay. So for that, I know this is my camera here. I'm gonna set let's go with the 2.2 point lighting. I'm gonna have a light here. Here, this light. Let's go to the light settings. I'm gonna make it pink. It's stronger. Also reflects in our ground. Pretty cool. Now I'm gonna set another light, another point line because it's faster. And what's the opposite of pink? Let's make this one green. Is that actually the green side? No, it's the red side. Probably should keep it natural then. Okay. So my second one also make it stronger. So it's all gonna look all badass. A little bit of symmetry here. Cool. Now in false, that's what I got. So what I'm going to do here in the background, I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to adjust my background a little so it's not just black. I'm going to extrude the end here, bring that up. I see already I have to adjust my my texture a little when I'm done here. Yeah. Otherwise the texture is going to be like all stretched out, and obviously I don't want that. But for that, the first thing I do is I'm going to apply the scale because I changed the scale. If that didn't do the trick, I'm going to go to my texture. And usually what you need to do is instead of using the UV, you use the object. Oh no, I didn't want to move the camera. Just going to go to my material preview so I can look at the texture. Now the scale is off. I'm gonna use a node called value. So now I can adjust the scale of my texture. The background is still all stretched out. I think I have to go to box instead of flat. Yeah, it's better. Now I'll go back to my value here. Make it as big as necessary so it doesn't look weird. But still, I don't like this sharp edge here. So what I'm going to do is I hit on this thing, hit Control B, and I can bevel it. With the mouse wheel, I can make it rounder. I can make it as round as I want, basically. But usually you shouldn't overdo it. And you still see those cuts here, but when you click right-click, Shade Smooth, then it should be okay. And that looks pretty cool, right? Yeah, now my only issue is like it looks a little too perfect. When I look through this view, it's just a brand new cube. When I look at this one, you know, I can add some scratches and whatnot, and I'm gonna do that now. And I don't need to do that to all of the materials, just to basically red and blue. So I have, what is it? Textures, basically. I just need to remember where I have them. Under assets, imperfection maps, and then I'm gonna use those scratches. Okay, I need to find my material. Orange, I don't need orange. I'm gonna go to red. Okay, this is my red material. I'm gonna bring this in, hook this up with the roughness. Bring a ramp in between, ramp. With the ramp, you can adjust like the contrast of your material. Now when I look at it, See, I can see it a little. I can bring the white closer, so I increase the contrast. So this is cool. The problem is I don't like the way it looks, how it's like set up. So when I click on this guy, Control T, I have the texture coordinate and the mapping nodes. They come automatically. Set this to vector. This thing has to be a box, and now it looks better. Right now it's just too visible, and I can adjust that with the white one. When I go darker on the white one, it just becomes less visible. Just find somewhere in the middle so it kind of looks real. And now I can just copy paste this thing to blue, hook this up with roughness, and now blue is going to do the same thing. Oh shoot. Why is everything blue? It shouldn't be. What is still yellow on the bottom? So only this should be blue. Let me adjust. For some reason, that got mixed up here. So this one has to be the opposite of red. It's orange. Go to my materials. This is orange. Oh, I think I accidentally copied this. So let's delete this material. How do I delete the material? Can you delete a material? I don't even know. Unable to remove material. It's not in edit mode. Okay. Let's go to object mode. Delete this one. So two are red now. It's so weird. So this is orange. Okay, I need to do the materials again. So green is on the back. Opposite of green is blue, so this should be blue. Do I have a blue one right now? I'm gonna make a new blue one. Blue. These guys are gonna be blue. That's orange. Okay, I got it. Now copy these things. Go to blue and go into roughness. Missed it. Go into roughness. And just in case, I'm gonna go do the other ones as well. I want white to be the same thing, that I have a little bit of scratches going on. Yeah. In case you just stopped by, you don't know what I'm doing here, I'm applying this You see these little scratches here? I'm putting that onto all my materials here. Oh, now it's flying away because my thing here, I changed the geometry, so I need to adjust my my rigid body. It's a convex hull. Let me apply the scale. It's still flying away. Oh, it can be a convex hull because it can't have empty space, so that one has to be mesh. Okay, got it now. That's falling into frame. Bam, bam. Okay, I'm gonna bring my pink light a little more to the front. I'm gonna add this light. Like, just copy it, just put it on top. So I have a perfect 3-point lighting. Cool. Now, one more thing I like to do is before I finish up the scene, I'm gonna make a little what is it called? Volumetric box, meaning we have seen haze in the scene. That's just always nice. Just gives the scene more depth and looks better. And it's very easy to do. You just make a box around your scene, give it a new material, delete the thing, the principle which is already in there, make a new one, volume, scatter, hook this up to your volume, and now here you can see that you don't see nothing. We use 0.6 for that. For density, I usually start with 0.1, see what it looks like. It's very hazy. It is kind of cool, but it's too hazy. 0.001. Yeah, that's usually cool. And now I hit my little cube, go on Object. BB is a shortcut. I'm gonna do it manually so you can see where it is. Rigid body, back to keyframes. Okay. Now I have keyframes here, so I see what it's moving. Boom. Yeah, and that's it for this video, basically. It's a live stream. Do you have any questions about what I did here? I'm probably not gonna keep this live stream online. I'm just gonna delete it right away. What is this here? Why do I have more cameras? There must have been an accident. Yeah, now I can just export, render my animation, then that's what I got. And then, you know, you're gonna see this on Instagram and all the other platforms. So I basically made a little Rubik's Cube. What angle do you see? You see red and blue. So what you see? Huh. Like this. But of course, I use the pink light because that's what I do. But what I don't like is, okay, one thing I'm gonna adjust, I'm gonna bring my little lights further away so I don't see them floating around because they're volumetric. Through the volumetric, I see the light source. Nice. So if you have any questions about anything I did just now, ask now because I'm gonna go offline just in a bit. Again, that was just a little test live stream to warm up because I definitely want to do more live streams in the future. I just wanted to see how it's going and how it's blowing and yeah. All right. If there is no questions, thank you so much for tuning in if you tuned in, and see you in the next video.